Hello, travel world, and welcome to Experience Travel with Katie and Allie. My name is Katie Lilly, and I am the owner of the Travel Marketplace.
And I'm Allie Schultz, expert travel consultant with the Travel Marketplace. Today we're going to experience travel with Belize's tourist board, Deborah Arana. Hello, Deborah.
Hi, how are you ladies?
Great.
Good, how are you?
Doing fine. Excited to share a little about our lovely destination, Belize.
Well, we're happy to have you here today. Can you just introduce yourself to everybody and briefly introduce the country of Belize?
Yes. So I'm, as you mentioned, Deborah Arana. I am the Senior Travel Trade Officer with the Belize Tourism Board. And, we focus on promoting our lovely destination. So Belize is a very small country. We are in Central America. We're located near Mexico. Guatemala is to our west and south, and then we have the Caribbean Sea. We have the Caribbean Sea at the to the east of Belize. It's English speaking, although we speak Spanish. So more than half of the population speaks Spanish. We also speak a local dialect called Creole, and it's Creole. The Creole dialect is a broken English. So people like to say many Belizeans are trilingual. We speak English, we speak Creole, and we speak Spanish. So
that is great. And I know Belize has a lot to offer. I know you have like the rainforest, the Mayan ruins. You also have beach areas, like tropical islands. And you also have the barrier reef as well, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Deborah, can you talk about some of these different things?
Yes. So Belize is, as you mentioned, we are known to have the second largest coral reef in the world. We're home to the iconic Blue Hole. We have incredible marine life and wildlife. We're rich in archaeology. We have a melting pot of cultures like the Garifuna culture, the Maya, the Mestizo, the Mennonites, the Creoles. We are considered a foodie paradise. We have a mix of Caribbean and Central American influence. We also are known for we are also known as a great wellness destination and also a great destination for the off the beaten path.
What are some activities that visitors can do while they visit Belize?
So just to kind of segue into what I want to say, Belize, we like to say Belize is where Jack Custer meets Indiana Jones with all the wonderful experiences. So when we're talking about the Indiana Jones type experiences, we're thinking of zip lining. You're zip lining over the forest canopies. You are experiencing cave. So Belize has a lot of wonderful caving adventures. People can experience cave tubing, or they could just go and explore, do like hiking within the cave. In terms of the adventure, visitors can enjoy visiting a Maya temple. We have so many Maya temples in the country. Popular Maya sites would include Caracol, which is located in the Mountain Pine Ridge Forest Reserve. There's also Shenantonich, which site includes Shenantonich, which part of the experience is getting there on a hand crank ferry. So you cross the ferry so you cross the Mopan River on a hand crank ferry. So there's a guy literally there cranking this ferry, and when you get there, you are in this you see this majestic structure. Some people even take horseback rides to the Maya temple, to Shenantonich, for example. There's also Lamanai, which part of the adventure in getting there is taking a scenic river tour. You get to see like the howler monkeys, birds, different wildlife. You also see the villagers as they commute. So it's very authentic. It's very unscripted. And then there's touring of waterfalls. You can go and see some of them. You can get like really up close and personal to these waterfalls. Um, and then when we talk about the Jacques Cousteau experience, you know, Belize has been known to be a dive haven for years. And so people come from all over the world to dive the iconic Blue Hole, or to snorkel or barrier reef, the beautiful corals, a wide array of marine life you can find. You can find at our barrier reef. Um, People do sailing. They come to experience sailing, sunset cruise.
And another nice thing about Belize too, Deborah, is at least for my clients, what they like is they can kind of split their vacation. So they can do the jungle, the Mayan ruins, and they can also, you know, do some of the beach activities, some of the scuba diving, snorkeling, deep sea fishing, those sorts of things. So it's a really nice destination for people that are looking for that mix in their vacation.
Yes.
A little bit of adventure and a little bit of relaxation, I guess you could say.
Yes. And there's culture too. We
That
have,
too.
yes, the culture, as we mentioned, Belize is a melting pot of culture. So we have what we call culturally immersive experience, where visitors can say they can experience the Maya culture, for example. They can go to the southernmost part of the country, and they can experience Maya, what the Maya, what the Maya life is. So they could stay with the Maya family for a few days, or they can opt to do a day tour where they can learn the art of chocolate making. They can learn the art of basket weaving, and all there is to know about the Maya culture. So the experience is very authentic as well. It's very, very authentic. There's also the Garifuna culture. The many of the resorts in Belize offer cultural experiences, especially those in the southern part of the country and in the southeast part of the country. So, for example, if you're in Hopkins area, which is a popular destination, or even in Placencia or in St. Vite Village, any of those areas, you can find a lot of the Garifuna cultural experiences. And there's a particular culture in Hopkins that it's so authentic, it's so beautiful. So when visitors get to this tour, what they do is they change into the traditional Garifuna outfit. They go and they pick their own coconut. So you see people climbing the coconut trees on the ladder, pick the coconuts, they grate the coconuts, and they prepare the traditional Garifuna cuisine. They learn about the culture, they learn how to dance, the music, how to beat the drums. So things like that. So it's very, very a lot of the tours are very family oriented. So, kids would have fun doing that.
That all sounds great. I have a really quick question because you mentioned really earlier, you were talking about the cuisine, and I have to know this. I think it starts with an A. So I was there a couple years ago, and I toured the underwater Mayan caves and did some zip lining, and then we had a fantastic lunch of the rice that's made with the coconut milk and all of that. But there was this red spice on the chicken. And it's from it's very native to Belize, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it is. And my tour guide actually gave me Elvis. He was incredible, and he actually gave me a little packet to take home, and I've used it all. I'm like, I have to go back to Belize so I can get some more of this spice because it's so good. What is that? What is that? The spice called?
It's it's called anato, but locally we refer to it, the seasoning. They use it to make a seasoning called recado. We call it recado, but it comes from the annatto plant. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad that when you started talking about the cuisine, I was like, oh, I have to ask her about this spice. My daughter's going to be so happy that we learned what it was because it was driving me.
Yes.
So
there's also the Sorry, I was going to say there's also the Murray Sharp pepper, the hot sauce, the pepper sauce, Murray Sharp hot sauce that a lot of people love.
Oh, I have not tried that one.
Yeah. I like spicy stuff, hot stuff, so that would be me.
Yeah, my daughter likes that too. So, all right, well, perfect. Let's take a look at this beautiful Central American country. So. Belize truly is a beautiful country, and a lot of people don't know, but you can get there by flying. Your international airport is in Belize City. You can also drive and you border Mexico and Guatemala. There's also a cruise port, so you can get there by, cruise ship as well. And when you get there by cruise ship, what are some of the popular excursions that people take while they're in Belize for the day?
Popular cruise excursions that people love. We have the city tour. During the city tour, you can get to experience seeing one of our popular monuments called the an Anglican cathedral, which is one of the oldest churches in Central America. We have a house of culture, it was previously the governor's mansion during the colonial times. We have a swing bridge, which is the only manually operated bridge in the world right now. There's also visits to Altunja Maya Temple. That's another detour that they could take. There's a rum tour that you can do also. There's a visit to our community baboon sanctuary, which is located outside of the city. There's also Crooked Tree Village, which is also a birding village. There's the Belize Zoo, which is really it's not necessarily a zoo, but more of a rehabilitation center for the animals as they are in their natural habitat. They're not captured. There's also cave tubing, zip lining. So these are some of the popular tours that visitors can experience when they come to Belize on a cruise.
And also, is there dive tours as well, right? Of the barrier reef from the cruise ships for the day?
Usually for dive tours, they can do a little diving around the coral reef, but it's if you're talking about like real deep sea diving, we're talking about diving at the Blue Hole or at the atolls. Those are normally done, because of the timing. It takes from a Burgers Key, for example, it would take about a 3-hour boat ride. So going and so it's just it might be difficult for them to do a diving. Basically, that's what I'm saying. But they can snorkel. They could do snorkeling when they're on a cruise. So it's very easy for travelers to do some snorkel. Go to Keycocker for the day.
Yeah. And one thing that I didn't even know this, I learned, was that $1 US is worth $2 Belizean dollars, and that doesn't fluctuate.
Nope. It has been our currency has been tied to the US, to the US dollar. Our dollars have been very consistent. It has never fluctuated for a very long time, long before I was even born. It has been $2 Belize dollars to $1 US, and the US dollars, it's widely accepted, so there's absolutely no need to do any, currency exchange or anything of that sort. The bills are widely accepted.
That is
Yeah.
nice, and it's nice that it makes the conversion so much easier. I know myself and Katie as well, we travel a lot, and a lot of times when you're purchasing something and you're trying to do that rough, because you can't ever get it exact, you're trying to do that rough conversion in your head. So it's nice to know that this is a very simple conversion. So for people going there, you can very easily figure out what it is in US dollars. So that is great.
Definitely.
And Deborah, is there anything else you wanted to tell our viewers today before we go?
Well, the first thing is Belize. It's a very safe destination. It's very easy to get around. There are only 4 major highways, so it's very difficult to get lost in Belize. So if you're going west, you take the Western Highway. If you're going south, take the Southern Highway. So it's very easy to get around. It's because it's a very small destination. It's like you're getting the 2 vacations in one. Like, let's say you're doing a reef and rainforest combination where you spend 3 or 4 nights in the rainforest, and you can go as remote as you desire, or you can just stay like in a town and still have the feel of being in the rainforest while you hear the birds, or you hear the howler monkeys from a distance. Things like that you can do on the mainland. And then, of course, you spend another 3 or 4 nights out on the islands, simply just relaxing or just going on all the fun adventures. So it's a very easy destination. The people, we are a friendly destination. So you can be assured that you're gonna be in good hands. Don't be surprised if somebody just looks at you and say good morning and ask you how your day is going. It is just our culture to be very friendly. So, yeah.
Well, that is wonderful. And thank you so much for joining us today, Deborah. And thank you, everyone, for experiencing travel with the Travel Marketplace and Belize's Tours Board. If you'd like any more information on Belize, please feel free to reach out to us at the Travel Marketplace. Until next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep dreaming about your next travel experience.
Bye, everyone.